Welcome to my channel. My name is Simon, and I appreciate you for rocking with me. Recently, we've been seeing a lot of companies laying off their employees, and today we're going to react to a video of a young lady who got laid off from her tech job. Let's take a look.
Hello.
Hey Simone, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey. Hey, thanks for making time on short notice. And sure, my invite was rattling and not awesome, and you do not have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. I have a couple of notes to share with you, um, but so I'll be glancing at those notes to make sure I cover things. But I will also follow up with an email, so you don't have to retain everything I'm gonna say. The difficult decision to restructure the XD org, and as a result, reduce the size of the org. And unfortunately, you're impacted by this change. So your last working day is today, but the good news is you'll be paid through February 2nd. Um, those are the most important pieces of information. Your system access as an employee will be turned off at some point today. I'm not sure when exactly. In your Workday and benefits portal, you'll still have access to until February 2nd as an employee, and then after that, you'll have access to it as an alumni. And then I'm going to email you the specifics, your severance, benefits, and a few other details that will probably be helpful later, and you're ready to go through them. Um, and then on your last day, you'll get your severance documents via DocuSign to sign, and they'll go to your personal email address. I'm gonna pause. I know I just rattled off a whole bunch of really big news.
Before we proceed any farther, first thing first, please subscribe to this channel if you're new to this channel, and please like the video and share it with your friends and family. Second thing is we're gonna have to give credit to the content creator. Her name is Life in Numbers. That's her channel's name, Life in Numbers. So make sure you go to her page and you like her content and check it out and subscribe to her page. Let's get back to the video.
Is there any questions or anything that you want to ask?
Are there any reasons other than just like restructuring? Like, what's the reason for the restructuring?
That's a really good question. It has to do with the company is doing consolidated priorities this year and next year. They're looking to, so the org, it has nothing to do with performance. It has nothing to do with location and everything to do with the company wanting to do less in tech and you take on less priorities. And as a result, um, the team is being reduced for that to support that.
Another question I had was around like my remote status. Is that like a factor in this as well?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It did, to be perfectly honest, it did come, the remote status in general came up as a potential discussion, but it ended up not being a factor.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, please don't obviously feel the pressure to do anything today other than take care of yourself and ramp down and have a few conversations if you want to. Again, there's other people being impacted today, so and sure everybody is going to be worried and confused and feeling all of the things. So, number one, take care of yourself today. And as questions come up, again, just because you're not working after today officially, you are paid through February 2nd. I'm so sorry, Simone. Well, please, again, like take today and take care of yourself. And again, I'm really sorry, but this is happening.
Okay. Thank you. See you on LinkedIn, I guess.
You know, I feel real bad for her because I can relate to this because I've been laid off and also been fired. And I think this is a standard procedure that HR usually do because in my experience, and when I got laid off, 3 days before I got laid off, I was involved in an accident and I had a bad contusion. And I was called by the HR to come into the office. Mine wasn't the same as hers, but mine was more, I had to come into the office. And when I came in the office, the manager was there, the HR was there. And, they usually are nice to you. They will tell you how great you have worked with them and, the benefit it has been with them and what you have done over there. So I can really understand where she's coming from with that. At the moment, you're filled with emotion. When I was in the office with the HR, I was angry. I was frustrated. But, I had to show that this didn't really bother me. And I was going through a lot at that time. So I can only imagine how she's feeling, the emotion, because you don't know what's next. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know how you'll be able to pay for your bills. And, it gets really tough. And a lot of people are not ready for it. So let's take a look at what she has to say.
So I've already cried today. I have already cried today. I'll probably cry more.
There you go.
Yeah, so I got an email like an hour ago that said, "Hi, I'd like to get together and share an update on our organization and what this means for you." So, yeah, I already knew that this was coming. At first, I thought that like maybe it wouldn't just impact me because someone else mentioned that they got the same email. And I was like, oh, well, maybe, because this has happened before when they laid off all of our managers. So I was like, well, maybe they're telling all of us at the same time that someone else is getting, like someone big at the top is getting laid off. But I reached out to that person and I was like, does your meeting start at 12? And she said, no, my meeting starts at 12:30. So when she said that, that's when I had my breakdown and that's when I started crying.
Surprise.
I think the best news out of that is that I'm going to get my bonus, so that will help. I don't know how much the bonus will be because I don't know how well the company performed, but that check will come in March and I'll still get another regular paycheck from work. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have savings, thank God, but like I don't know what I'm going to do if it takes months to get a new job because I still want to remain in tech. I still want a remote position, which those are harder to come by now. And like I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get another job because I have the mortgage now and the mortgage is like $2,700 a month.
Yeah, it is really rough out here because at least you have some saving. That's the positive side. When you look at it throughout America, over 70% of people, 70% of Americans don't have more than $1,000 in their saving. And since she said she has saving, I think she'll be in good hand. I think she will probably figure it out, especially when it comes to expenses and things like that. I don't know if she has a car note. I don't know how her financial situation is, but by looking at it, I think she can probably, be able to make it through a couple months until she get back on her feet or she find a different job. But in this situation, I'll probably suggest that she cut some of her spending. That means if she have any like subscription when it comes to like Netflix or Hulu, I don't know if she have a car note. I don't know her situation, but things like that, you have to really try to cut your expenses. You have to lower your expenses as much as possible, which is not as easy for many because we don't know how much debt she's in. We don't know how much credit card debt she's in, how much student loan, how much payment And I'm pretty sure she has some kind of rent or some kind of mortgage that she has to make a payment for. But you know, in this situation, man, it's rough because I've been through it, and I know how it feels when you don't know what to do next. You don't know what's coming.
I have my trip planned to New Zealand next month. I should probably cancel that. If I can get a refund on my flight, I should probably cancel that, which sucks because I've been planning that since like this time last year. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't.
It'll be worth it. You'll figure it out. You got it.
I don't know what. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying. I'm trying to have faith that everything's gonna work out eventually. I just don't know how long it'll take for things to work out, and it just really scares me because I don't have anybody to like lean on. Like, I'm not rich, my family isn't rich. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I just don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I have a meeting that starts in 15 minutes. Let me tell that person I am not coming. Go ahead and cancel that. Cancel this and all following events because I'll never be here again after today. At least it's not just me. She said that, like, because I work remotely and a lot of our team is remote, but she said that it's not just the remote people, it's the people who live in like the city that our headquarters are in. So, everything's gonna work out eventually. In due time, everything will work out. Late in the midnight hour is gonna work out.
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. I think she's in better position than most people, most American. And, looking at this situation, especially with how companies are laying off their employees, it's becoming much harder for you to just live off one paycheck. Like for me, I'm currently single. I rely only on my paycheck. But when I take the time to really sit back and realize, financial circumstance, the situation that's happening with the economy, I think having two or more paycheck, especially if you are single, you should really consider having someone around you, someone, for example, your spouse, your wife, because you need someone that's able to basically carry the load when you hit a rough patch. It gives you that comfort to realize that I can do more. But If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe and you like and you share. And then I'll love to hear your comment. Appreciate it.